Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yuan Yuan. You can call me Alice. After in-depth study of various research methods in methodology this month, out of personal interest, I choose to use structure equation model, a powerful quantitative analysis tool, to explore the interrelationship between food safety knowledge, attitudes, and the practice of people in different regions. The first topic is structure equation modeling of food safety knowledge, attitude, and practice among consumers in Malaya. The study intended to serve as a reference point for understanding consumer food safety practice and identifying areas or improvement to reduce foodborne illness. The one objective is to survey Malaysian consumers on knowledge, attitude, and self-reported food handling practice to analyze the relationship between food safety knowledge and attitude and their direct efforts on practice using SEM. Another objective is the analysis of the thermometer usage and common food handling practice among Malaysian consumers, especially those contributed to foodborne illness risks. The third part is methodology. This methodological approach allowed the researchers to comprehensively examine food safety behaviors and attitudes in Malaya. We carefully designed a 5-part questionnaire covering demographic information, thermometer usage, food safety knowledge, attitude, and practice. The questionnaire was constructed based on 5 keys to food safety of the World Health Organization. We conducted an online survey of Malaya others, and the 3 SPPS 2600 software was used for descriptive statistics and exploratory factor analysis. The first is descriptive statistics. The study for unfound respondents had the diverse demographics. Over 1,775 had food poisoning symptoms yet 85.1% still cooked at home. Only 15.1% used thermometers. Exploratory factor analysis identified effective projects. The independent variable is food safety knowledge and the dependent variable is food practice. The third is goodness of feed measures. The model was then evaluated with multiple indices such as XDF 2.335 and CFI 0.935 more than 0.9. Then except for an FI, which is slightly lower than the standard. Other indicators are in line with or better than recommended standard, so the hypothesized model is quite suitable and acceptable. Further analysis found that there was a negative correlation between food safety knowledge and practice. Then attitude and practice relationship is significantly influence practice. At the same time, no significant correlation was found between food safety knowledge and attitude. And other findings, most respondents don't use thermometers and rely on sight. They have good food safety knowledge and attitudes, but washing, raw checking may cause cross-contamination. So, this article used most is 2. One is SEM, which analyzes the relationship. The other is hypothesis testing, exploring the relationship between them. They help us understand food safety related factors better. Yes, this study's conclusion shows Malaysia consumers have good food safety knowledge and positive attitudes reflected in practice, but they rely on visual cues instead of thermometers and wash row checking, increasing risks. Also, they seldom use airable technique when sneezing. SEM confers attitudes impact practice, but knowledge alone doesn't. This emphasizes promoting practical attitudes for better home food safety and public health. The second article is about the relationship among food safety knowledge, attitude, and HACCP practice in restaurant employees in Bangladesh. We hope to accurately assess these relationships through SEM, thereby determine the validity of the processed model and providing practical and feasible suggestions for improving food safety practice in the restaurant industry and strengthening food safety governance in Bangladesh. Okay, let's talk about the methodology. In the source of the study, we decided a questionnaire with 4 key parts. For the assessment of food safety knowledge, we adopted the form of true-false questions, while the attitudes and practice were measured using 5-part Likert scale. Through the method of quarantine sampling, we carefully selected 316 employees from the 120 restaurants to participate in the study, and collected data using structured questionnaires using face-to-face interview. It is worth mentioning that before the formal investigation, we conducted a pilot study. Yes, okay, and then revise the questionnaire according to the suggestions of experts. In the stage of data analysis, SEM and AISIER software were used to evaluate the fit of the model. We used the structured equation model to analyze the relationship of food safety related factors, with food safety knowledge and attitude as independent variables and practice as the dependent variable. And the second is goodness of feed measures. For instance, XPN, XDF judged model complexity, and smaller RMSEA and SRMR and TLI close to 1 mean better fit. Descriptive statistics grasp the data characteristics. These results provide data support for formulating food safety improvement strategies, promoting food safety development, and public health rights. Okay, let's talk about findings. Participants averaged 53.32% in food safety knowledge, with highest in good hygiene practice and lowest in practice. In attitude, self-improvement was highest. Look at the right picture. Structure equation modeling showed relationships, correct relationships analysis found various, including negative ones between knowledge and practice or attitude. Also, there's a significant positive correlation between practice and self-improvement, and between food quality knowledge and GHP practice. There are 2 key parts. These models play a critical role in our understanding of food safety knowledge, attitudes, and the relationship between header analysis and critical control part practice, and can provide a strong basis for developing effective food safety strategies. The study conclusion shows food safety knowledge negatively related to attitude and practice, while attitude positively related to HACCP practice. Having good safety knowledge doesn't doesn't guarantee a positive attitude on HACCP practice. Laws for good safety guidelines, strong monitoring, and frequent training are very important. The third topic is optimistic bias for the safety, cognition, and consumer behavior of college students in Taiwan and mainland China. Let's talk about the objective. This research will provide a comprehensive understanding of the factors influencing food purchasing decisions and highlight the difference in food safety awareness across the Taiwan Strait. Also, we aim to uncover difference in food safety awareness and consumer behavior across the Taiwan Strait to make advice for enhancing safety concerns and improving the certification system. There are two methodologies in this article. The research model has 5 independent variables, and substituted food purchase intention as the dependent variable. 5 hypotheses are pros, and the other is SEM, following a 2-step approach of confirmatory factor analysis and testing with fitting indices to evaluate the model's accuracy and validity. Let's talk about data analysis. In terms of data collection, we conducted a survey on college students in Taipei and Beijing. Through descriptive statistic analysis, we found some interesting phenomena in the optimus bias. Beijing students had optimized regarding food safety risks, but Taipei students didn't show significant such bias. SEM analysis showed good model fit in both Taiwan and Beijing samples. In the Taiwan sample, look at the right picture. Consumption cognition had a significant positive impact on purchase intention, while in the Beijing sample, look at the left picture, the consumption and news attention had an effect. Based on above research, consider the findings of the article. The first is the optimized bias. The second is consumption cognition affects purchase intention, especially in Taiwan. The last is the regional market difference. Mainland students focus on protection or exploitation days, and mobile media impact were significant in China for food safety awareness, where Taiwanese students rely on personal food knowledge. Let's look at the model used in the article. There are also 2 models, SEM and invariance testing modes. Let's talk about several or 3 articles in focus on. The reason why I choose these 3 articles is because these 3 articles have 3 things in common, namely food safety and related factors, model, application, and research objective. Focus on the field of food safety. For example, they all discuss how consumers are influenced by various factors in the food selection process, including knowledge levels, trusting in the government and certification systems, and media reports. Or employing SEM to analyze data and uncover the latent relationship between variables. For instance, when studying the relationships between consumers, food safety knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors, SEM can help determine the direct and the indirect effects among these variables, providing a basis for formulating relevant policies and intervention measures. And the last is research objective. STAR-N is to provide advice on improving food safety, studying consumer behaviors and attitudes, real-world problems concerning difference and impacts. The aim is to improve food safety management and awareness and supervision. Thank you. That's all.